Today I am riding Korea's ultra-fast KTX bullet train. The journey will take us from the capital of Seoul all the way down to Busan on the southern coast of the Korean peninsula. Come along as we'll find out how good Korean bullet trains are and whether they can compete with some of the best in Asia. The adventure begins at Seoul Central Station. Good morning and welcome to Seoul Station, the departure point of several high-speed lines, including the one I am about to take. The station opened in 1925 and the original building still stands next to the modern glass structure. Seoul Station is connected to the city's excellent metro network via lines 1 and 4 as well as the airport railroad. In addition to the high-speed KTX lines, various commuter trains also serve this station. The station is functional, airy and clean, and it has plenty of eateries, convenience stores and information desks. There are different ways to buy a KTX ticket. You can of course purchase them online, or you can just come to the station and use the machines or ticket counters. Some of the machines don't accept international credit cards, but there is a foreigner first ticket counter that does. I actually came the day before traveling and bought my ticket from a super friendly English-speaking attendant. She made sure that I got a good window seat and also explained the timetable. The Seoul-Busan line is the backbone of Korea's rail network and there are over 60 daily departures. Some take longer than others and the price can vary depending on the route. Generally speaking, you don't need to book in advance, but it is still recommendable if you want a particular seat or if you travel during a busy period. Following the attendant's advice, I chose the 11:58 AM KTX train, which completes the journey in 2 hours and 43 minutes. The distance is roughly 400 kilometers. There are faster options, but those didn't have any available window seats when I booked. I made my way down to the platform about 20 minutes before departure and the train was already waiting. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film the front because that part of the platform was blocked off. Here's what the front looks like. The train I am on today is a KTX-I, an older model that is derived from the French TGV. They were built between 1997 and 2003, first in France by Alstom and then by Hyundai Rotem in Korea. The top speed of this train is 305 km an hour. The second-class cabin is in a 2+2 configuration with 4 seats together in the middle of each carriage. I am sitting in car number 8, seat 2D. The seats are a bit retro but supremely comfortable. The cloth padding isn't to everyone's taste, but I enjoy its softness. The legroom is great and there is a large tray table that can easily hold a 14-inch laptop. There are power sockets, USB charging, coat hooks and a storage net where you'll find the KTX magazine. The train has plenty of overhead luggage storage and also compartments for larger suitcases between the carriages. And finally, as you would expect, the cabin was spotless and in pristine condition. we departed bang on time, not even 30 seconds late. The route that I chose isn't the fastest way to get from Seoul to Busan as a result of the many stops that we'll make along the way. The onboard experience was flawless. Traveling on a Korean high-speed train is a smooth and relaxing affair thanks to the excellent ride. After leaving the metropolitan area of Seoul, we began picking up speed and were soon whizzing through the countryside at almost 300 kilometers an hour. Akin to other high-speed trains, the KTX doesn't allow passengers to talk on the phone or have loud conversations. The cabin was in fact so quiet that you would have heard a pin drop. The train does have free Wi-Fi and it was working well throughout the entire trip. The onboard magazine has lots of travel-related articles, but most of them are exclusively in Korean. Much like the rest of the train, the loo was clean and in good condition despite the age of the rolling stock. This train doesn't have a restaurant car, but it does have vending machines where you can buy snacks, beverages, charging cables, and headphones. First class looks like this. It has more space and the cabin is in a 1+2 layout. The views on this route are nothing sensational, but you get to admire some beautiful villages, larger towns, and mountainous scenery. You might be wondering whether Korean trains are as punctual as their world-renowned Japanese counterparts. And the answer is no. Nevertheless, major delays are still pretty rare. I couldn't find any official figures, but according to media reports, about 87% of KTX trains are on time, which isn't comparable to the Shinkansen in Japan, but still very satisfactory. Today, the train was super punctual and we arrived in Busan at 2:40 p.m., 1 minute ahead of schedule. I paid 59,000 won, which is very reasonable for a 400-kilometer high-speed rail journey. So yeah, by and large, a very positive experience. The KTX train is comfortable, reliable, and good value for money. If you want to save some money, you can find a bus for about half the price, but the journey will take over 4 hours. And finally, you can sometimes find very cheap flights on this route, but flying will actually take longer because of the business of getting to and from the airport. And that's it for today. As always, let me know your opinion on the KTX train down in the comments. Thanks very much for watching and see you in the next one. Goodbye.